Hey guys, Tonester back. Got another replay for you. This time we are in the M4190 GF, and we are in an all-tier 8 game, and the name of this map is Tundra. And so we're going to go towards the hill, but not try to take the hill. If you try and get up there and take it, and you don't manage to do it, you end up dead. And so we're going to have a fairly good game. We're going to make a couple of crucial mistakes, but nevertheless, we're going to have a fairly good game. And you notice that we've loaded HE, and the reason we're loading HE is, of course, because the German pen of 102 is insane. So you can really punish tanks for pushing the hill. So there's some wheeled vehicles here, and we're able to hit one, but only for 140 damage. But we're able to hit the Hawk for a little bit more damage, and we get a full pen and a fire on the T92. And this is where we make mistakes, right? That Progetto pushes up, and once he's there, I cannot stay. Now, we don't have much on the hill, right? The problem is the heavy side, all it takes is one or two guys to kind of hold you back there. And if you look at our team, look at how many lights we have in the middle. We have a couple of lights, and we also have an SU-130PM and a Scorpion G. And none of those guys are in great positions in my mind. So I used to be able to climb this. I don't know if you still can, but I was trying, and then I realized these guys were not pushing up here, right? So rather than stay here, I'm going to go try and help the flank that I know can win their side, right? It's only a matter of time before we win this other side, but I want to be a part of pushing that, and we're going to do that successfully. So there's an EBR over here. This LT-132 ends up having a good game, but he does kind of play like a chicken when he shouldn't. Right now, we should be pushing the action, and that's what I intend on doing. You guys know I'm not somebody that likes to sit in the back of the map. Now I see this EBR, and I also see the Kampfpanzer or whatever it is, and that thing has 0 armor. So what I'm trying to do is sneak up on him. And you know, watch, there's a Roomba over here. And he has 0 map awareness. I mean, none. So we're able to come in and put a nice 300 shot into this guy, and some of these shots, and we get another shot. Look at this Roomba. I'm watching the Roomba, right? Because I don't really care about this guy, because I know I can out-circle him. This is the first time this guy pays any attention at all, right? So we're able to get 2 nice shots on him, and I panic a little bit because that a mill is coming for me. But we're already up to 2,200 damage, and we've turned those guys around, right? So I'm trying to bait this a mill to coming in, and then once he gets up towards the top of the hill, I'm just going to turn around and run away. I have no intention of fighting in a mill face on. Now, when he does come around, we're able to put a nice shot into him. And you notice what I do is I turn away from this Roomba because I know that his gun handling sucks, and he snaps the shot, right? So I know that I can kill him. So that puts us up to 2,800 damage, and we've, more importantly, won this flank, right? So what do we need to do next? Probably not a whole lot, and I kind of push a little bit harder than I should, but fortunately those guys are not really looking at me, so we kind of get away with it, right? I came up way too high. We've got 485 health, and that is not enough to withstand a shot from that WZ if he rolls just a little bit high. I think he's got a 440 alpha gun. So So we're playing a little bit tentative here. It's 8-8. It's a very close game, and I just don't want to end up losing this game. So one thing that I see our WZ-132 has pushed behind the WZ-120. So good for him, but I would much rather take out this EBR, right? If I can. Or at least get damage on these guys when and where I can. So there's another mistake, right? So we just lost 340 health to the Oho. And it's currently, I should have sat here and waited, right? And this, watch my reticle here. So I get a nice shot, but this light tank knows that I'm reloading. And I was actually reloaded there at that point in time, and I totally could have killed that guy. Now, I stayed for the rest of the game because I wanted you guys to see how it played out. We have a full health Carnarvon, which is great, and they have a couple of guys in cap here. And so this ISM is going to have a very hard time against a Carnarvon. A Carnarvon has insane DPM. It's kind of weird because it's showing us as a red capture on the base too. And that kind of ends the game. I mean, they've got... So this artifact was here when I was playing. It shows that this guy is here, but he's really not. So I'm just following guys around in hopes of seeing what they see. I'm thinking that this guy might find the light tank. I mean, he's fast, right? And I'm just switching around guys, but I just wanted to see the end of the game because it was a fairly good game. I thought you guys might like it. And this T92, I mean, he's got 60 health. I kind of feel bad for him, to be honest with you. You know, 60 health against a full health Carnarvon, and we've also got an LT-432 up on the hill. So, and again, there's a bug here as the light tank gets taken out, and I know we've won the game, right? But there's a bug here in that it shows us still capping. But nevertheless, our light tank does spot the WZ, and he is in a pickle now because it's 14-11, and he has no turret. So, at any rate, I thought that was a good game to show flanking. I did make some mistakes, there's no doubt about it, and we could have thrown that game away, but our LT-432 was a decent player. He just played a little passive for my taste. A lot of guys at that middle skill level, they play too passive. Like you saw what I did. I came in there and I worked over a tank. Now, if the Roomba had turned, I would have just started to run away, right? Because I can outrun the non-turreted TD, and I can track him. I can do a lot of things that would stop him from pushing. Now, and I also had help behind me. I don't know if you guys saw that, but I had help here when I was circling this guy. So I had options. I wasn't too worried about it. But if we'd had poor players on our team, we could have ended up losing the game. Luckily, our heavy, when you have a full health Carnarvon, that is hard to deal with. So anyway, let's go take a quick look at the after action on this one. Okay, here we are at the end plates. Nothing too special. We did get an ace tanker, which I always enjoy getting on the 4190. We were top of the team with 1,241 experience and 3,579 damage, 3 kills. 16 shots, 15 hits, 12 pens, and 546 to our assistants, so that's over 4K combined. And we fired a lot of HE that game, so we ended up making 56,000 credits, and we ended up with 1,400 total experience, almost 1,500 there. So I hope that game kind of shows you guys the idea of flanking, and I thought it was an interesting game. I hope you guys did too. We will catch you on the next one. Tonester out.